Hi everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today in another episode of VidGamiac vs. Imports, doing more Chaos Head Love Chu Chu. Today we're doing our Rimi Sakihata playthrough. I will have the choices up on the screen and the game in the background if you need a visual reference. For this game, what you need to do is you need to fast forward until the point where you can make a choice, but you want to be careful not to fast forward over it because the game does not automatically stop you when you get to one of those choice making parts, but I will point them out in the video and I will also have them up on the screen. So the first option is going to come once Rimi and your sister leave the shipping container. You're going to get a long transition card right here, and at the end of it you are going to get your first choice. They look like this, where you get the blur and the pink backgrounds, and for this first choice you want to make sure you tap right trigger, and you know you've gotten the choice when the words pop up in the middle of the gear. You should also get an achievement for 10 gamer score. Every single choice in the game gives you an achievement, which is pretty cool. Alright, so once the second circle pops up, you want to hit left trigger. That will appear once you are out on the street. So you're going to go to school, talk to all the girls. You're going to be in the library because having fun isn't hard if you have a library card. And they're going to talk, and eventually you and Rimi are going to go on a girls' night out or something out on the street. And this is when you want to let go of fast forward basically, and then just tap the bumper to just fast forward through one text box at a time instead of holding it to go like super fast forward. So that's a note to keep in mind in case you keep missing anything. If you do accidentally miss something, you can always load up your autosave because it should autosave right before every choice because we set that setting that way back in the first video. Alright, you should get another achievement for that, another 10 gamer score. And then what you want to do is you want to skip past every single other choice until you get to the 7th choice. So you can count them by looking at the upper right hand corner of the text box. It should say autosave every time you skip over a choice, and you can just count them like 3, 4, 5, 6, and then once you get to 7 you can just slow down. Or you can watch my video and look for the cue. The 7th one will be once you leave home base. So your home is that shipping container area, so keep that in mind. So it's a pretty long wait because we have to skip so many choices. So when I was first playing this, I just counted them out. But once you beat the game quite a number of times and you remember all the scenes and where all the choices are, you can easily predict where they are in the game, which is pretty cool because you have to play this game 8 times. It starts to click around playthrough number 5, where you can like play this game without worrying that you're gonna miss any choices. But lucky for you, I have videos up to help. So you're gonna get to this part right here, and you're in home base. And once the home base scene's over, you are going to get another transition card. So once you leave, you're going to get this transition card, let go of fast forward, and then be prepared to make choice 7, which is left trigger. So make sure you hit that left trigger. That's the last choice in the game. You should get an achievement for a 10 gamer score, and then all you have to do is just fast forward to the end of the episode, which should take about a minute and a half or so. This is Rimi's playthrough, and her storyline happens first. And you can view all of that, and the end credits will start rolling. You should get another achievement for a 10 gamer score. That's an achievement for hooking up with her. You get one of those for every single girl you hook up with, and you pretty much go through all of the girls in each playthrough. It's kind of the theme with this game. It's half adventure, half dating simulator, I guess, but pretty simple, and that's pretty much the bulk of the game. Each playthrough is going to have its own different choices, and I'm going to show you all of them so you can get all the achievements, and hopefully you can perfect this game and get a very, very easy 1000 gamer score that you can do anywhere from half an hour to 2 hours, and have more import fun. And as always, recommend watching the anime because Chaos Head's a pretty good anime. Also recommend watching Steins Gate and Robotics Notes. Shout outs to the Science Adventure series. Good stuff. Watch the animes because they're in English, and they aren't as good as the visual novels, I'm told, but at least I can understand them because I can't read Japanese. But yeah, so there's a nice little plug. So game's coming to an end right here. I guess Rimi meets your imaginary friend for the first time, and they become homies, and they fall in love. credits are going to roll, and then some post-credits stuff. Just fast forward through all that, or you can watch it and have some feels. But at the end, you should get an achievement for 50 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.